when Lou said G over here getting turned out, I was like, whoa.
Hey, let's not start the podcast with that. Let's not start the podcast with that.
Oh my God.
I had to read Val's comment about 5 times. I said, what?
Bro,
What's going on here, bro?
I listened to that, or I read that like I'm half asleep, and I'm like, no, ain't no way I'm getting into this conversation right now.
I woke up to that, and I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I just wanted
this
to
was
know.
happening last night. I was like, hey, no, G on something
over
else.
there having a good time.
I was like, what?
Calm down.
Man didn't say you like your booty hole lit.
I went
What?
Pause.
to a comedy club, and the guy said that he likes it when he lays down. So I figured, why not ask my group of guy friends? Do y'all like it to get pulled to the edge of the bed and your leg lifted up?
Like I said, bro, if that's what you're into, but ain't no way. What?
I don't like getting pulled anywhere, bro. No one.
What's going on, my
fellow? I feel like if a girl pulled me to the edge of the bed, we're gonna have to stand up and fight it out. We're gonna have to throw some hands right there. We're gonna have to, bro.
The last minute is back, and we're talking about booty licking.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Hey, I just want to make it known that Dubs brought this up to the chat. Dubs hit the group at 3 a.m. asking, I don't know what you and Mrs. got going on. Dubs came in at 3 a.m. and was like, hey, y'all, I just want to know, you know, just to get y'all opinion. Do y'all like to pull to the edge of the bed, or do y'all like
I don't care what you're into. Bro, that would have been a good last minute question.
No. You should have saved that, G.
It's cool. I got plenty. You know,
bro. That would have been a wild one.
Imagine Louis' face with you.
So what, does that mean it's my question? Is it my last minute question?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay.
Hold on. Didn't you
Val did one.
Yep. You're right. Yeah, so it's either you or Lou. Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
I think Louis did one too. Didn't you do the death one?
I did the first one. First one. Then, because we've only done it for 3 times because we missed a week. So hey, listen, y'all. We know we missed a week. Hey, you ain't got to put it in the comments. We know. But if you want to put it in the comments, at least you knew that we missed a week. We good. We gonna be back. We gonna hit y'all with 2 this week. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta make it.
Appreciate you.
I got to make it known that some of my supporters on my main channel still ain't followed this podcast channel. So I'm a little upset because they like heavy supporters. So for them to not be following over here, TJ talking about you, heavy supporters that he just followed today.
Hey, listen, I will say the same thing, man. I did a live stream 2 weekends ago, and they was like, what? You got a lot, or you got a podcast? And I was like, bro, wait a minute. I posted a lot of time,
man.
So I'm gonna need y'all to commit. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. You know what I'm saying, and get it right, man. Because we ain't got. I'm gonna
have to do a little more promoting. I ain't gonna go at my following just yet because I haven't done my proper promotions yet. I did a little bit, but I ain't done enough.
I did a little bit too, so I guess
I've been hitting up all mine. I put it up in my live streams. Man, I've been slowing down on streaming. At least I'm the last one. All y'all. No,
I don't do that.
Y'all been slowing down.
I agree. I will agree with Val on that statement. Val has been consistently a streamer, bro. He has been putting out streams.
But I will say I have been slowing down over the last month, I guess.
But I mean,
you've been traveling all around the world.
Think about it though. You got a promotion at your job, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the main reason there.
G working more, right? You know what I'm saying? Louis working more. Louis got 18 different businesses. You know what I'm saying? Louis got 18 different businesses, bro. And I'm working. I'm not working more. I'm just working.
So I mean, that is more though, because you
got a job.
You should just been, you was chilling.
Calvin got a job.
I don't know about working more over there. You got triplets over there.
Yeah,
that's work, boy. That's work.
100%.
Look, we out here, boy.
Calvin got his first paycheck.
Hey, let's rob it.
Calvin got a job.
McDonald's, bro.
Whack Arnold.
Hey, let's start it off with that, bro. We're going to have a lighthearted conversation today, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Let's start it with best comedic performance you've ever seen, bro.
Like live or just
live,
it don't matter. Live, video recorded in your dreams. What you got?
I really like Dave Chappelle live and Eddie Griffin.
So I've only
seen Eddie
Griffin's good one. I've only seen Kevin Hart live, but I love Dave Chappelle live. But I love Martin Lawrence as an actor, so it's kind of hard for me. It's definitely between those two, Dave Chappelle.
Wait, are we talking stand-up or are we talking anything?
We're talking comedic performance.
So stand-up.
Anything. Oh, stand-up?
Or no, or is it?
What else?
I mean, yeah. No, stand-up.
I'm thinking stand-up. When I asked the question, I was thinking stand-up.
Yeah,
okay, so... See,
if we were talking stand-up, Martin is
hilarious, man. Martin is hilarious. That's a tough one, bro.
Wrong.
I'm gonna probably say Martin. Don't
put it
on because this gonna be a quick one. We might as well just keep all four regular.
I don't know. I've only seen a few no-name like comedic actors, but mine would have been when I was younger, Cat Williams. But dude. But as getting older, I think Kevin Hart, man. I mean, he's got to be the GOAT. Right there I feel
like his is kind of repeated, like all his material kind of
his later stuff. I agree. His last one, I feel like it kind of felt the same, but I think
Kev is a little. He has more of a childish type of humor. No,
Kevin Hart.
He's got some. Most of his stuff was adult,
pretty adult.
Yeah.
Pretty adult, I would say.
Okay. I mean, his stand-up, his last few.
Yeah, his stand-up. Yeah.
Now, as far as overall, you got to be the greatest of all time. I'm still going to go with Kevin. I mean, movie actor, one of the best comedic actors slash
stand-up. I'm going with Dave
slash stand-up.
Okay.
Hey, Robin Williams
show,
too was pretty good. I like Robin Williams.
Hey, y'all can hate me for this.
Oh my God, this buddy. What are you about to say?
I ain't never thought Robin Williams was funny.
I
like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Who was Robin Williams?
Flubber. Come on, bro. Flubber. I know you've seen Flubber.
Flubber.
Yeah, he had a couple.
I'm not putting him in no Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence category.
Not up there. But I liked him. There's
a lot of people that put Robin Williams in their like top 5.
Well, they need to be.
But he was also
multiple like lists. He's top 5.
He's also very inspirational, like offset, like as far as the things he did before he died and stuff, which was a sad
I don't even know, buddy. I don't even know.
Well, you're also
he's not top 5. I don't even know, buddy.
Listen,
have you even watched Mrs. Doubtfire?
Probably not.
If you don't know what it is, you ain't watched it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. But hey, if you're talking GOAT, bro, I gotta go with Dave Chappelle, hands down. Dave Chappelle,
Dave Chappelle's good.
Stand up. If we're talking about, it depends on the humor though, because Dave Chappelle has a different type of humor, bro. Like you really gotta be able to get it.
Dave Chappelle, the funniest skit.
He's a real one.
He did, bro. On that when he
which one, Val?
He was the in the KKK. No, he was in.
I seen it when Val started talking.
Yeah.
I knew exactly which one he was talking about.
I was rolling through that. That's got to be the most iconic skit of all time. As far that was hilarious, dude. But
Val, we were talking about this the day you was out. You're 32, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's 32 except
and that's crazy.
33 in January.
Dubs is what 48.
37.
I'm 27.
So
that like
you're not 27. You're 26.
No, I'm 27.
You turned 26 this year. That's what you told us. Check your birthday, bro.
Look, G don't even know.
Hey, you told us you're 26. I could be wrong.
How old am I if I was born?
Oh, come on, G. Come on.
26. Hey, I gotta be 27.
I'm not gonna lie.
27.
Yeah, you're 27, bro. You're 27.
Okay, yeah, I'm 27.
I'm not gonna lie. My wife asked me the other day, how old am I? Am I 36 or am I 37 yet? Hey, bro, I'm telling you, it happens.
Bro, it just started,
bro. It get like that.
Yeah, it stopped mattering.
You don't think about it, right? Yeah. Exactly. It don't matter, bro. But listen,
age don't matter, bro. I feel.
But only reason I say that is because I'm 5 years older than y'all, and I say I immediately go to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is my greatest of all time, just because, bro, I was like 8, and I remember watching Raw, and like, man, he came out in them leather red pants, and man, he was singing ice cream. I got my boy. I was like, I was just laughing, and I can go back now and watch it to this day and still laugh. And I think it's a generational thing, right? Because like Val said, like if I go today, I'm gonna say I like Kevin Hart because I watch Kevin Hart a lot. Yeah. But ultimately, I'm gonna say Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle changed the game. Dave Chappelle changed the game, bro.
And that's funny, bro. That's what I'm saying. How is people saying Robin Williams when off top we just named 5 people right there? So there's no way he's even close to the 5 we named.
Because Robin Williams was an impersonator. Robin Williams he could do impersonations. He could do,
acting, he stand up. Yeah, he was like Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart, but not near as big. I wouldn't say Robin Williams was near as big, but he did all the acting, the movies. Yeah. So
Dave Chappelle's funny on a different level, though, bro. Like he's really talking about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
I appreciate Dave Chappelle for the topics that he covers in his comedic standpoint, and the simple fact that Dave don't give a dang. He just don't care about who he's got to offend and what he got to say, because at the end of the day, he always says, "I'm a comedic, and my job is to make people laugh. If you don't like it, hey man, you ain't gotta listen to it. You ain't gotta listen to it."
You know who I think is like stupid, new generation funny, but very funny? Just try to guess. Just one guess from everybody.
I don't.
Is it like a new, young? What are we talking
about? He's young. He's not. I wouldn't say he's new anymore. He's
not gonna know. Not gonna know.
About Drewski.
Matt Rife.
Oh, Drewski is hilarious to me, bro. I don't know what it is, but he's just funny.
Which one's Drewski?
You know who is hilarious, bro? Theo Vaughn.
Oh, dude, Theo is hilarious.
Theo is pretty funny. I like Theo.
Funny on another level.
I tell you what I don't know what is becoming a trend in terms of comedy that I'm like, is this funny, or is it just because the way the interview is being conducted? Like Funny Marco.
Funny Marco. Yeah,
Bobby, with Bobby. Those that's like the trend. That's not how they really are.
No, but I mean, I get it, but their persona is that's their form of comedy.
They aren't funny to me, but the interaction can be funny.
Now Marco, I think is funny.
Yeah, the Kevin Hart funny Marco. Kevin Hart made that funny. Funny Marco is he just did his regular thing, and it was frustrating to Kevin Hart, so it just ended up being funny. But I don't know. I think that's like what the new style of comedy is coming to, man.
Yeah, that dumb. I feel like it could definitely create a funny interaction, but it ain't necessarily them that is the one that's funny. You know, they're just playing dumb type.
I don't think Funny Marco or Bobby Altoff could do stand up.
They can't get on stage. Yeah, no, not at all.
I'll give you a dude. Me and my wife just watched. I actually finished it up yesterday. It took 2 nights because I kept falling asleep. But he's a new one. I've never heard of him. Ralph Barbosa. He's pretty. That dude.
Ralph is the Hispanic guy.
He's Hispanic.
Oh, with the low eyes, and he kind of
he's kind of real slow when he goes into his talking and stuff.
Like
dude, I like him.
Oh, he's funny, bro.
I've never watched him, but
he got problems.
He don't sound like.
No, he really is funny.
He's funny. He's got a Netflix special.
Hey, he legit. I'll tell you how big he's gotten. Is that old boy from what's the dude from the Latino community that everybody goes to? George Lopez. George Lopez tried to give him flack. And Ralph was like, "Bro, you old. I don't even care what you got to say." And he wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. he was just saying, like, dude, you're in a different stratosphere than me, man. I'm just doing my jokes, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But I'm still gonna do my jokes the way that I want to.
That dude changed a lot. Lopez, how he looks, bro.
That money, bro.
Dude, he looks so different.
Really?
He drank that gold juice. Man. Hey, y'all know about the gold juice?
Like? Oh, here we go.
Y'all know about the gold juice?
It only took us 13 minutes to get it to you.
That's my number, bro.
What's the
gold juice?
What's
That's
the juice,
that gold juice, bro. Wait up. Maybe I could bring up the video because
well, Lou, make sure it's a good
No, it ain't no R. Kelly
video
stuff.
Today in the WhatsApp. Didn't give us no preference, no nothing, bro. I was like,
I said, bro, WTF.
Yeah, that's not good enough context. That's not good. You gotta say somebody is burned alive in this, bro. That hurt me. That hurt my soul.
I was out to eat, enjoying my time. Like I go out to eat by myself and I just sit there and have a good time. And then that came across my timeline.
That's wild.
What is happening?
What is wrong with your timeline? That's the problem. What does that say about you?
Well, I think Twitter, I think X algorithm might be a little misconstrued because I would never look up something like that.
The world we live in today, man, that's next level stuff.
Which is a good segue, as we've already mentioned a couple of topics. So Ralph saying that George Lopez is in a different stratosphere in terms of age, and then Val just saying like it's just a different time. Like and this is one topic that I wanted to bring up, is now better or worse than when we all grew up? G being 27, the youngest of us, still though. Like,
worse. I wish I would have grew up in the 80s, 90s, 70s. I wish I would have, maybe 70s is pushing it, but 80s for sure. 80s, 90s, I wish I would have grew up then.
I guess the better question is, what's the best time period?
Y'all old people. Y'all old
people. I mean, if we're just talking about my generation as opposed to the generation
the 90s
now,
were good.
Yeah.
But at the same
kids
time,
nowadays are kind of weird, bro. Like, they're just like exposed to too much like crazy stuff that's being thrown at them. Too much, like they're being brainwashed in a different way.
Just everything, man. Everything. Yeah. And I think a lot, even in kid shows, Disney shows, everything's just pushing a different agenda than what it was when we were young and growing up and watching just a cartoon show like Hey Arnold or Doug
Ed and Eddie
or Ed. Like it was like, I don't feel like even going back and watching them today, those didn't push certain values and views that today's cartoons and shows push.
Tom and Jerry show where they didn't even talk. All they would do was yell and holler the whole show. And I think they
always did, bro. They always did program, but they've ramped it up to a different level now. Because before it was like at a level that you couldn't really notice it. Because if you go back, they got the evidence of like certain things that you wouldn't even see. The programming is in there but you can't even, like, only subconsciously does it get to you. But now it's just like blatant. Like they don't even try to hide it.
So man, it's just wild to me though, because in the grand scheme that is evolution or the evolvement of men,
progression,
the progression state, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if we think the 90s was better than the now, because at the end of the day, my kids, Val's kids, are living in today's world, so they have to be equipped with the tools to be successful in this time. In this time, what'd you say?
I got a dentist appointment tomorrow.
So G is somewhat of a product of what we're talking about. Like he's got to be strapped with the tools to survive in this world. So it's like, man, I do believe, I grew up in a time period that, man, I'm here because of that time period. Like I don't know if I could survive in this time period when I was a kid, man. It's just different, right? I just, man. So yeah,
we need some male role models, bro. We need them strong male role models because that is not here today. Everybody is feminized, and we need to bring that testosterone back.
But Lou, bro, I grew up without a father. I never had a strong male role model. You know what I'm saying?
I just mean in the general public, like, you know, they make it a bad thing to be a man nowadays. Like they don't want men to be men.
I agree with that somewhat. Yeah, I agree with that.
What does that mean? Like,
because like even though you didn't have a dad, you still had people to look up to. Like when you were growing up, Eddie Murphy, he was a man, like he was a man's man, you know, like people that were influencers back then were men's men. Now you got Drake, he wears nail polish and does weird things. Like all these dudes, like Bad Bunny's kissing boys,
all
like
the streamers, Ninja,
bro, like Ninja, like there's no men, like there's no men. Like, which men do we have to look up to? Nick Merckx, if we're talking about gamers, like he's like could be considered, I guess, but like the rest of them, they're all pretty feminine if you really look at it.
Like you said, it is about the social programming. But again, I'll be honest with you, my mama is my biggest role model and has always been and will always be my biggest role model. And I don't think it's necessarily a femininity or a masculinity thing in my case, because I can only speak for how I was raised. It was about what was instilled in me from my mama. Like, you got to go out into this world and you got to earn everything in your life, no matter what is thrown your way. I think that's what's lost on today's society is effort, hard work. I think that it didn't matter if it's masculinity or femininity. I think what matters is effort being taught, is hard work being encouraged. And I'll be honest with you, man, as a school counselor, I see it time and time again. It is a lazy world we live in right now.
It's instead of I earned, I achieved, I got this from my hard work, it's I deserve, this is supposed to be mine, I am fortitude, and this is my right to have this. And I 100% agree with that. That has changed a lot, and I see it in a lot of my younger workers and stuff like that versus the older workers that we've got, that it feels like that not only do they feel like they deserve something, it used to be back in time where people wanted to go to work for a good company and that company had good workers from that. And now it's companies are getting these workers that are like, hey, you have to have me, I don't have to have you kind of feeling. And back then it didn't used to be like that. Everybody wanted to go out to get the job and to put in the hard work and stay at that status of their job. And I feel like that has changed tremendously over time.
People just don't want to work nowadays, bro. People are lazy. Like, and look at the kids, bro. They're just playing iPads. Like, they ain't going out and playing in the dirt. Like, they ain't having dirt clad wars, riding bikes, falling down, scraping their knees, you know, hey, like running around.
That's a struggle I've got. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I had a healthy mix when I was growing up to where I played outside and I played inside. I had I think my first one was the PlayStation 1 and then the Xbox and then the Xbox 360. Like, I had those growing up, but I still went outside. We had four-wheelers. We went outside. My dad took us hunting. Me and my brother went and built forts, and we had a old house, little shed that was in the woods about 50 yards outside the back of our house. Me and my brother went through that shed. It was all like just destroyed. We cleaned it up. We made our own clubhouse. We took air mattresses out there. We ran extension cords from our house out there so we could play out there. Like, and now I don't feel like that's
kids ain't doing that now.
My parents would not let me run an extension cord from our house to the shed. You know what they would have did to me?
You better wish on some light.
They would have been like, extension cord. You got money for this bill?
it's so crazy too. Like now, listen, me and my wife, you mentioned my triplets and everything. Me and my wife, we've been super blessed. Like our kids don't want to come inside. They like today, we was out there in the leaves. I was throwing football. I was teaching them playing soccer. Like they just want to be outside. And like you said, Val, a lot does come down to us as parents and what we do allow. Because I'll be honest with y'all, before I was a father, my outlook on parenting was a million times different. Now that I am a father, like perfect example, before I was a father and I was an educator, oh no, kids shouldn't have devices. They shouldn't have screens. They should be interactive. They should be, learning the arithmetic, that stuff. Nah, forget all that. I got triplets. You mean to tell me my kids ain't gonna get to watch a little bit of screen time when mom and daddy need some downtime? You dang on right, bro. Because if not, my mental capability is going to be faltered. If I'm not good, them babies ain't gonna be good. So I need that time. Now, granted, we limit screens. We do limit screens. And I totally get it. I totally understand when a mama is up to her wits end or daddy is up to his wits end and they got 18 screaming children and it might just be one child, but it feel like 18 and they need something to get their mind straight, because if not, they're going to take that kid and throw him across the room. I get it. I totally understand. So like I said, man, we just are in the time that just says this is the way, right?
So, and my daughter is like that. My daughter wants to be outside all the time. My son is kind of mixed to go with it. He loves being inside. He loves screen time. He loves all that. We limit ours as well, or try to as much as possible, as far as, hey, you can't get on it right now. My boy used to wake up and he want to go play Apex in the morning at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Was like, nah, we done with that. You ain't doing that. Like, but with that being said, I do feel like giving kids screen time is a necessity nowadays. Not only what you were saying as far as to give the parents a break, but in the technological world that we live in right now, giving them those devices and stuff allow them to learn how to use them. And we're not going down, and technology's only going. It's only going up. So letting them use those things. I know kids my age that don't know how to run a computer. I get the older age. I get that. That makes complete sense to me. But kids my age don't know how to use checking the email, man. Like just checking the email, getting on there. Like I've got a dude at work that's right around my age, and he's like, "Hey, can you get on Amazon and order this for me?" I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." He's like, "I'll give you my card number and everything, blah blah blah." And I'm like,
"Like just lazy, man."
No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to use a computer.
You should have went through his order history.
You should have said, "Hey, you know what? While I'm at it, I'm gonna just go ahead and get me."
I mean, he's not gonna notice.
He wouldn't know.
Sure you don't mind.
How would he know?
Yeah, he don't know.
So to go along with the time difference, what do y'all feel like as far as the evil that's been put out in the world? Do you think it's getting worse, progressively worse? Or do you just think that it is more or less being reported on now because of the access of the internet and the news that we get? Like, I know there was a lot of evil back in the day, but do we feel like it's getting worse as time's going on?
I feel like people always say that the amount of good there or evil there is in the world, there's the amount of good to counter that. But it don't look like that at all. It look like it's just horrendous people out here doing heinous acts and just evil all day. That's all I see. You barely see good. I don't know if it's because good. It's like okay, say you go out to eat and you have a bad experience, you're going to leave a bad review. But say if you go out to eat, you have a good experience, you're probably not going to leave a good review. So I don't know if the good just isn't getting reported or what. Well, I don't know.
I'll tell you why, bro. It's because evil people control what you see, and they want to keep that instilled in your brain. They want that negativity to flow through you. They don't want to show you nothing positive. And another thing is, there's always been evil. It's just like you said, people could see it now. It's like we're literally witnessing a digital genocide right now. And with that being said, free Palestine, because it's been over a month of slaughtering innocent people, and it's still going on, and there's no stop in the near future. Like, there's no stop in sight. So it's crazy. Like, people are waking up, though. I will say people are waking up, and I truly believe that the good will win at the end of the day. These people will pay for the evil things that they do, but they definitely they're in the lead right now. They're controlling things. And that's exactly why what you see is nothing but negativity, because they want you to be negative. They don't want you to see the positive. They block that out. They censor that. If you look, oh man, it goes deep. So it's like, but to the question, there's always been evil. Like they repeat the same thing over and over. They came here, they wiped out the indigenous people, they control the land, they monetize on whatever they need to get more and more control, and they do it everywhere. And you know what? The situation in Palestine put me on to the situation in the Congo, bro. That's crazy over there too. They're literally, like they have slaves over there literally killing themselves, getting these minerals so that we can have these phones and those Tesla trucks and all the
cheap labor.
You know,
always been
bro. It's insane. And the statistic is like, I think 40 something women get raped every single day over there.
Congo is disgusting.
And they've been talking about blood diamonds, but it's like, bro, I thought that was like stopped or something, but like it's literally going on to this day. They got little ass kids, single digits, throwing them around, putting heavy ass bags of minerals on their back, having them carry it around, and they ain't getting paid, bro. Like they got to do this or else they die type thing. Like I forgot, it's crazy statistics, man. You guys should go look it up. But bro, if anything, there's a lot of evil, but all that it's doing, because we're so resourceful nowadays in the way that we can get the information, all that it's doing is allowing more and more people to finally wake up and see the truth of what really goes on in this world, and how these evil individuals that control the world really operate. So eventually things are going to keep getting more and more crazy, but eventually I feel like good will win in the end. That's just how I feel.
Man, I think the words that you used earlier, though, Lou, says it all, is the word programming. And so this goes back to something Val said earlier about, when we were raised, about the effort and the hard work and all this stuff. But really, at the end of the day, as I just was thinking through it as you were talking about it, like, was that our programming, though? Our programming said that we needed to go out here and work this job and do this labor and get paid a certain wage
100%.
And everything, because that was our programming, because it served the purpose of the the nation, right? Like, we need people to work, so therefore let's program them in this way. In 100%. The same sense that Louis is saying right now, like, all across the world, the programming is there. And evil, just like, to answer your question, I think evil has always had its place. And just like everybody's saying, I think it's being captured on a grander scale, and it's harder for it to hide behind the, the shadows, in the shadows, because it's more open and it's more out there. But again, I will go back to the word programming. So as I said to G earlier, G showed us this video today, and then G's first, explanation to that was, well, I was just scrolling and it came across my feed. Well, that's a program. It was programmed to come across your feed because X knew that you would take some time to watch on it. So again, and that leads us to believe, okay, if that program says, oh, G-Bird is going to watch this, then they're just going to keep feeding it to you. And that has already been, scientifically proven that in the United States alone, the things that we see media-wise, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, is all based on an algorithm that has been designed by the people in charge. And for YouTube, it's Google, right? So Google owns all of this stuff and they get all of this data. And that's why they ask you, is it okay for us to get and receive data from the stuff that you're doing? Because they're going to program your experience for your liking. But ultimately, that program is being ran by maybe like 4 or 5 families that own all of media. So like, if you go to China, and I'm not promoting communism or anything like that, but if you go to China, their TikTok is designed totally different. So first of all, in China, kids under the age of 13 can't even access TikTok. Mm-hmm. And then for kids between the ages of 13 and 18, education is promoted, success is promoted, positive vibes are promoted to anybody between the age of 13 and 18. And then they have to go out of their way to search for the negative content. Versus us, heck, you can get on TikTok at any point and just scroll and see some boobs and butt. You can scroll at any point and see some people fighting. You can scroll at any point and see all of this negative, evil stuff, but it's a part of the programming. It is to show us a more volatile way of living, because again, at the end of the day, I guess that's what the powers to be want us to be, is a volatile nation, so that we collapse upon ourselves. Because I still think at the end of the day, the 1%ers end game is to get rid of all of us, to depopularize the entire world. So I don't know, but yeah, I think evil has always been here, but it ain't going nowhere. So I mean,
and to kind of go on a lighter note, I see you, Dubs. I see you looking over in the corner of my room. So let me just show you what it is, so you don't have to keep staring at it, because clearly you want to see it.
That is definitely not. Lou ain't even looking. Good, Lou. Don't
what
look.
The hell?
Boy, you don't look at that. I see you looking at
Tupac it. So nephew.
So I'm just go ahead and put it out
there. Wait a minute. Hold on, bro.
I used to model a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
The world is crazy right here, bro. Tell me why that looks like a 1970s album cover.
G lucky R&B artist.
Well, it's because Dubs was looking at it, so I had to show him, because clearly he was interested.
Chill out, bro.
So, I mean,
real quick. Bro.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
If y'all like anything that we've already discussed and y'all got something to say, put it down in the comment section. We would love to hear y'all's thoughts on the 2 things that we've already discussed. Go ahead.
And let me just show y'all. Look, I got 2 things to show y'all. We were just talking about who controls everything, who programs everything. Okay, well, let me just show y'all this real quick. Let me just show y'all this.
We're on YouTube. We got a live out here, live video. Unless you're just listening. If you're listening, we'll try to describe the video.
Yeah.
Ain't that the only thing we upload to right now is YouTube?
All right.
Yeah, but you can still just listen to it podcast wise.
I wonder, can you guys hear though? I wonder if y'all would be able to hear.
I don't think.
Can you hear?
No.
Can you hear?
No.
We can't hear
you. This is what he's showing you. All that red is what is owned by Jews.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
And he's telling you who controls everything. Look at all that they own, bro.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. Everything.
I mean, but this is all easily traceable.
Yeah.
It ain't even news to me, right? Because y'all know me, I do my research all the time, man. And it always comes down to like 4 families that has existed forever. The lineage traces back to them. But again, I mean, if it's mind control, man. Like it's MK Ultra in a macrocosm of reality. Like MK Ultra is, if the listeners don't know MK Ultra, it was a 1970s program that the CIA used, and they use LSD to
them drugs.
Yeah, to try to do mind control and stuff. Yeah. And you know, they would say that it didn't work and all this stuff, but bro, that it works because it's simple psychology. It's Pavlov's theory of conditioning. And you all you got to do to train the mind is just recondition and just condition the mind to believe. Hey, this man, I can't do nothing with G Bird, man. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just trying to do my thing.
I'm hilarious, bro. I'm sorry. I just make myself laugh. I'm hilarious.
Oh my god, G.
I'm good. It's okay. I'm good.
No, that's real stuff. Hey, I just want to say,
man, is
because that sound, I know it could sound like real racist. I have nothing against like Jewish people who are actually good people, but obviously the ones that are in control of things, they have like some sort of, they have a plan, like they have I don't know how to put it, but obviously you see what they're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Agenda,
so
man.
They have an agenda. There you go. And so I have nothing against the good people in this world. All I see is good versus evil. So if you're good, I don't see your race, I don't see your religion. I just see that you're a good individual. But if you're evil, like, I don't know, man. That was just to say that obviously we see that there is a select group of people that are controlling everything. That was my only point, that they literally control everything.
And if people take the time and effort to look it up, they'll start to unveil the what's behind the curtain. And but lazy,
that's the thing, bro. They do not. They will never do it.
That's what we started this whole thing off. So that's why I was gonna say to you, Lou, when you talk about good will win out, it's gonna take a cataclysmic event to restart, because that's the only way I see good winning out, is a reset. Because right now, in our entirety of the world, except the untouched populations of like the Amazon, the Aborigines who don't know no better, like they got us. Like all 4 of us, they got us. Lou, you can say as much as you want, man. You can change it down. Oh, well, again, you can say as much as you want. You got a cell phone?
Nope.
They got you.
Yeah, I ain't got us, bro.
I ain't got no cell phone.
Bro, you just sent me. Hey, you know what? You got a poster of yourself.
That's because I
1970s fashion.
That's because I love myself.
They got you.
They
got you, bro.
I went and took that myself.
But I just feel like there has to be something to reset. I don't know what that's gonna be, but it's got to be something to reset us.
I hope
it's definitely gonna get crazier than before anything better happens, bro. Because I honestly believe that they will blow the whole world up before they lose their control.
Yep.
You know, so, but at the end of the day, man, we gotta fight back, you know, but people just don't care, you know, and it's programming. At the end of the day, that goes into everything. Like everything is programming. We live in a freaking program, bro. Like we're programmed from birth, from literal birth. You are beginning to be programmed.
I always think about it like this, bro. It's designed that way, though. Like none of us even got to choose our name, bro. Think about that, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
chill out, G. Chill out.
I mean, you kind of do though. Like if you go to the Secretary of State, once you turn whatever age, you can change it. Yeah,
right.
You just chose not to choose your own name,
right? because you just accept it. So by design, you are designed to just accept things that are out of your control, right?
Oh wow.
And that's it's just wild, man. It's just wild to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of programming, that brings us up to our very next light topic. The program that is Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh.
It is finally been released that Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer will come the first week of December. 10 years ago. Gee, what was you doing 10 years ago, bro?
Investing in Bitcoin and flipping houses. Shoot. That's why I'm a multi-millionaire.
10 years
ago, I was what, 14 or 17?
That's wild.
That don't even seem that long ago.
That's when GTA
crazy.
5 came out, bro.
That is insane, bro. Like you have to respect them and it's still going till this day. That server is still going, is still popular. Is that that is insane, bro. No one has ever done that in the history of gaming, bro.
It's still number one. I haven't seen much. The only thing I've seen on it was I watched a few clips. They've already had the leaks a year ago, 6 months ago, something like that.
They got rid of that guy. They got him.
But dude, for a game to last that long and stay not only last that long, but stay on top. I'm talking the number one streamed watch game consistently month after month. That's insane. Talk about freaking setting in your chips and cashing out on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
goat for real. Hey, I've disassociated literally from all I would say most entertainment and things you could call distractions. But if there is one thing that I feel pulling me back in a little bit, is definitely that GTA 6, bro.
Evil. That's what it is. That evil game.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Because GTA, bro, that as a kid, I remember when I first discovered GTA, I was like, bro, I need this. I had to lie to my parents and stuff, my mom, because she took me to get it. After I first played it at my cousin's house, I was like, bro, I need this. And I lied to her. She said, what's M for mature mean? I said, oh, there's just some little people get hit by cars sometimes and stuff, light stuff.
That was one of the games, man, growing up. To touch on that was I think I even remember it being in the news, yo, kids are getting crazy nowadays and blah 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 because of GTA, because of I was like, man. But
GTA, boy, that was 10 years ago it came out on the 360. It has spanned 2 generations of consoles and still been on top.
I think that is
wild.
I had games of all time, bro.
So y'all never got into the actual RP side of it, man.
That's what I said. You probably have a lot to say about it.
Look, so for all the viewers listening and watching and stuff, I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. I'm not even gonna lie. When I first saw people getting into RP, and I'm like, I watch them, I'm like, man, how do that's just someone different, being able to act out a game on a game and stuff. But man, me and one of my boys, Brocules, dude, we finally was like, you know what, let's try this out. Let's see what this RP is all about. Bro, I'm talking about hook, line, and sinker. It got us for a minute. I made up a cop. Started running around as a cop. I made up Leslie Chow, an Asian dude. I started talking like an Asian dude, bro. Yo,
that impersonation was probably a 3 out of 10.
Look, but it was still fun. It was still so much fun to do
Valor's
that.
From Alabama. Man, you got to give him a little bit of credit. He tried.
I'll tell you, my impersonation sucks, but on anything that is you try to get me to talk like a British accent or something, bro, I'll start talking Australian to you.
All your accents sound the exact same.
They all sound the same. For somebody that's been around the world and seen a lot of and talked to a lot of people, bro, my accents suck, bro. But dude, talking about like just that the getting into the RP stuff, man, it was a ton. Like I've never laughed so hard playing games when I was doing that with Brock. Yeah. I wish y'all would have got into it, man. But I think y'all would like it. I really do.
But that's what I'm saying.
If I had a PC, I would have.
What makes Grand Theft Auto such a great game that for 10 years it could remain on top, man? Like no game has ever done that.
Well,
it's the customization that you get, bro. Like you literally can create your own player. You got the cars. Like you could live the lifestyle, bro. You could live the dream.
You could do that in The Sims. What about that? But that's what I'm saying, though. What is it?
It's the quality, though. It's the quality of the game, and you could literally live the dream, like the life that you want. In actuality, you could live it in the game. Like you're a boss. You have these cars. You got everything that you want, bro, and you could be that boss type person in the game.
But without FiveM, I don't think it would have lasted this long. FiveM is the servers for the RP, because when you go to watch Grand Theft Auto, you don't see players really playing single player, and you'll still see online people on place. Yeah, you'll see players online playing the game and not even RPing. But when I watch those, a lot of them are meeting up doing car meetups. They do car shows and stuff like that. They'll deck out their cars, all their friends and their viewers and streamers come in, they show off their cars. Hey, we're gonna meet up at this spot, and then they drive and go meet at the next spot like that. But without FiveM, I don't believe that GTA would have lasted in the RP scene. I don't think it would have lasted as long as it did, which I think Rockstar, if I'm not mistaken, did they buy out FiveM?
Oh, I don't know.
Let me look. I didn't even know what that was, bro. But bro, GTA, that game had literal cold hard killers in their role playing, bro. Like, you gotta have a good game for that shit to happen, bro.
Like drug dealers getting off the streets to play RP at T Grizzly's server, bro. Like, I think when we talk about, I think what makes GTA 5 such a magnanimous game is the fact that the community made that game what it is today. Like Val was saying, FiveM bringing the mods in and creating an atmosphere where you could live out your life or a dream life variant in the cyber world. I think GTA 5 is the stepping stone to get us to Ready Player One. I really do, because it transcends everything. Yeah,
they were so smart in the way they rolled everything out little by little. They gave you the drug dealing thing, then they gave you the boss thing, then they gave you the nightclub thing, and it's always something new. They gave you the Fast and the Furious package, like
the motorcycle, the heist. Yeah, bro. But Rockstar did buy FiveM, so that's gonna be interesting actually, because FiveM was only on PCs. I wonder if they are going to roll out mods and stuff for consoles and stuff. If there's a way for them to do that, possible? I don't know. I really don't know.
That'd be
crazy.
Is it too big to fail? Like, is GTA 6 automatically going to be the greatest game ever? Because
I think it's automatically going to be, because they said it cost them $1 to $3 billion to make it. Yeah, something like that. Yep. And they're charging $130 to buy the game. So if you do the math and all those people buy the game, they're already going to make well over.
But I'm not even talking in terms of sales. I'm talking about in terms of the player base again. Everything. Yeah, like is it too big to fail? Because y'all know, like I do,
it's too big to fail.
As soon as so I'll compare it to the only other game that I could get somewhat close as to when it first came out, and that was Halo. Halo was like enormous when it came out. It was crazy. It changed first-person shooters, and people were having so much fun. The community was good. Halo 2 came out, and it continued the success. Halo 2 was good. Halo 3 was good. Halo 4, though, it started to go downhill. And when Halo ODST came out, people were like, hey, bro, what is happening? So
I think that with a game like Halo, you can only go so far, though. Like GTA, like just how it's like there's always more things that they can introduce, and the online, the RP aspect of it, the online aspect of it, it just like there's no cap on the things that they could do.
So that's what I'm saying, though, Lou. What could they add that hasn't already been added? That's what I'm saying. Because as I think about games and how they transcend like the gaming world, you need to push the boundaries. You need to do something new. So what is Grand Theft Auto 6 gonna deliver besides graphics? Because they will have a new graphic engine.
I think you'd be able to go to new cities or something like that, you know? That's what everybody's been wanting, is like you'd be able to fly to Miami, then fly to LA and fly to New York. Like, I don't know if they're going to do that on this one, but that's what everybody's been wanting. I know.
So to answer, is it too big to flop? Basically, I look at Rockstar's track record and,
for those that don't know why we're laughing like this, because we got a side chat and G's over here G over here acting the fool.
Okay, that's the real question. That one.
Oh my God. Yeah, because we're coming up on the last minute, but man, this man G, bro. Look at him, tears in his eyes, man.
Bro, goodness gracious. Bro. I don't know what.
So
break us on home. Break us on home, Val.
So looking back at Rockstar's track record and the games that they have made, you're talking about GTA, all the GTA franchise. You're talking about Red Dead. You're talking about Bully. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah,
that was a freaking phenomenal game.
They have an amazing track record.
The Midnight Clubs, they made the Midnight, they made so, dude. And have they made one in such a long time, or is that
what company are you talking about, Val?
Rockstar.
That's Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Midnight Club.
Yeah. Rockstar. I believe so,
but,
right?
Yeah, it's Rockstar, but which is a division of Take-Two Interactive. Now, Take-Two Interactive is the conglomerate that owns all of these studios. And they own 2K, they own Virtual Concepts, they own, some of the biggest names in gaming. So Rockstar, though, like you said, is the owners, I guess, the developers of Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto, and you didn't need to even say any more after that, because those two are
those two
are the ones, right?
Talking about
franchise of all time.
Red Dead's coming out again, a new Red Dead.
The remaster. You're talking about Red Dead 3. Yep.
It's a new one.
It's
that last Red Dead was
fire.
I still haven't finished the story mode. I need to go back and do it.
Bro, I spent more time playing blackjack and dominoes.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That junk is so fire, man.
I'll spend 500 hours not even playing the storyline, but playing the game. I did the RP in the Red Dead. That was fun too. Bro.
You got to finish the storyline, bro. That's a good storyline.
Yeah, the storyline is fire. But I don't know, man. I've become a hard critic with gaming, especially after some of the debacles that we've had this year, like the ports being chosen wrong for some of the games on PC. CD Projekt Red, even though they've bounced back with Cyberpunk, but like they started off horrible, and CD Projekt Red was renowned for their development in gaming, right? Like The Witcher 3 was one of the greatest games of all time I've ever played. Yeah. But I think they got it twisted that they thought that they were too big to not fail. So again, as I'm thinking about what more could Grand Theft Auto do, bruh? Well, I mean,
don't think they have to do anything different.
I agree.
Change, right?
Yeah, I agree. They don't have to do anything.
Improve the graphics, improve like the fighting, like just the movements and stuff, and you're solid, bro. You literally don't have to do anything different. Different storyline, different like little looks, and that's it.
The game is
got
so
a solid
foundation.
Yeah.
And so, is that good enough? That's what I'm saying.
So.
Like, I just feel like we're at a point in gaming where I'm looking for more. I think that's where people mess up, though. But is it though, that's Lou? Like, because think about this, Lou. When you pick up a controller to play a game, you've been picking up a controller to play a game ever since you started playing gaming. You haven't done anything new. Like the Nintendo Wii introduced you grabbing the sticks and moving around. The Kinect did that for the Xbox. I mean, we got VR and stuff right there. But in terms of console gaming, it has been the exact same thing. You pick up a controller, you turn the game on, and you play the game. I'm looking for something new. Like I want an experience I ain't never had before. Like that's my mindset. You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna be console gaming.
It's gonna be
You're
VR.
Looking for VR. Yeah, VR.
It's gonna be VR.
For like a whole.
But what I'm saying is, I think we should be in that mode right. Like when I watch Ready Player One, why is that not being developed? Like,
they got the technology, you know, but they just slow on rolling it out. You know,
because they're okay with the money coming in from the status quo that is gaming right now.
And I also think it's a price point too to get something like Ready, because let's just look at the Apple VR that they just released in
$3,500?
Yeah, $3,500.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, who is going to drop 30 other than the top 1%ers, all those people? Like I got 2 kids. I ain't dropping $3,500 on a VR when I've got a computer over here. Like I can't do that. But
somebody is.
Somebody will.
That's the thing. Somebody is.
Once you get that price point down, because I think Meta is doing the right thing because they are selling to the consumer. I think theirs is going to drop for $400-500, which I think is reasonable with today's time. You buy a console for $400 or $500. Why not buy a VR headset? Even though the graphics are still in the works, that's where VR has got to step up. The number one thing is the graphics, getting that better picture and stuff.
But have y'all thought about this? Because look, remember when you were a kid and you would stand so close to the TV and they tell you, hey, you better back up. You're going to get blind. You're going to be cross-eyed. Bro, now they got VRs literally with the screen to your face.
So I've looked into it and I think it does. There is some concerns with eye and hurting and straining and stuff like that. I've looked into like you always hear, and I think I haven't put it on in such a long time. When I put it on, I guarantee my eyes will hurt. But when I played it for a while there, like I'd stream that, it took me a while for me to get used to it. Like I know people get motion sick, all that stuff from it, but I think the eye thing, they got to figure that out as well too.
I don't mean to pull a G moment, but I just read the question, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this boy was laughing at, bro.
Man, good. Oh yeah. Hey, make sure y'all put it down in the comment section. Y'all thoughts on GTA 6. Y'all thoughts on whether or not y'all believe times now are more evil than they have been. Y'all, what was the first thing we talked about? We get to talking, boy. I'll be forgetting.
Oh, I don't know if y'all want to bring that
up. Hey, y'all heard the man. He was the one that brought it up.
Oh my gosh.
So not for me at all, ever.
Two more questions so we can end the gaming because we're about to wrap up and go to the last minute. But 2 more questions. What so far since the game of the year is going to be coming out in the next month or so?
Monday. Nope. It's okay. Nominations come out tomorrow or Monday. The nominations will be posted.
Oh, it's just nominations?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
what do we feel like the number one game is going to be. Secondly, I want to ask too, what is the greatest flop game that y'all feel like what is out of all the games, what is the greatest flop that y'all feel?
Because G bought it.
I've got one.
You bought it too, didn't you?
We'll go with flop.
How you get it?
No, I didn't buy it because everybody was like, "Hey, bro, don't do it." Because I made my mistake on CD Projekt Red.
Not just this year, of any time.
Of all time.
Right? Anthem. That's
Anthem,
Anthem that was hands down.
I heard that was pretty.
Bro, and I paid the deluxe edition, $110.
Ooh, go ahead, Dubs. What do you think?
Oh man, I don't know, man, because usually. I would have to say Cyberpunk just because. Well, and the crazy thing is, for me, man, I haven't picked up a game where I was like, I'm mad at the point where I want my money back, because I just haven't. I haven't.
I don't get the whole Cyberpunk thing, to be honest. Like, I don't know if it was more of a console thing.
It was a console thing.
Okay,
see, it's Xbox One and PS4,
and that's
who was the most upset.
Again, I never finished it because I don't finish games. But dude, I thought Cyberpunk was. I like Cyberpunk. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. That's what I'm saying. But in terms of like the most, I like I said, I can't think of a game that I picked up and was like, nope. This is horrible. I don't know, man.
Lou, what do you got?
I quit gaming.
Yeah.
So I can't even,
Like I can't think of a bad experience.
He said all time. He said all time.
Of all time, the biggest flop of all time.
Yeah. What game do you think that you buy and you was like, yeah, this is kind of trash? They hyped it up so much.
Man, I'm trying to think of one.
I got one that I don't know if any of y'all have played it. But I think if they would have rolled out the game now, I'll go ahead and say mine's No Man's Sky. I don't know if
I like No Man's Sky. I like.
Oh yeah, I didn't buy it.
So this is the thing.
For it when I first seen it,
it was so much hype was put through on that game. But this is the thing. I've played No Man's Sky now. If they would have rolled out No Man's Sky now, today, how it is today, I think it would be a hit. That game is so in depth with everything that you can do. But when they dropped it, they promised all these things and none of it came until now. So man,
they rushed
that's the crazy. So that's why I say, like, is it necessarily a flop? Because they have a huge community now. And like I'm with you, Val. Like, I literally built my very first PC because of No Man's Sky. Because of all the popularity and publicity it was getting, and it was everything that I dreamed of in an RPG. But bro, I never even played it. Dude, because when it came out, everybody was like, nope, this is horrible. I didn't even get it.
It was when it first came out.
I mean, I got it. It's on my PC now, but I ain't played it.
Yeah. Dude, I made a whole base and stuff. Me and my boys, we grinded it forever. I played it on Xbox when I played it, but I've got it on PC now, but I haven't. I dove into it, and I still have all my stuff from Xbox transferred to my PC, which was dope. Yeah. But dude, I made like this base with a hidden room in it. It's got it's freaking it. The wall opens up, you go in there, but being able to jump from different planets to endless amount of planets and I think that's where Starfield. So I've got Starfield, I've got Star Citizen, those games that I've played, man. Starfield, I think, missed the mark because I still haven't even played it. I've watched a lot of gaming and I've heard it's a phenomenal game, but where they missed out is multiplayer. Like, you coming out with games nowadays, you've got to have multiplayer in it.
Everything should be, because it's about the community in which you play with, man.
Especially if you say you've been working on. If you say you've been working on this game for 12 years,
20, for 25.
Yeah,
25. No Man's Sky.
No.
Starfield. Bethesda.
And the thing is,
they've been working on it for 25 years.
All they did was copy and paste No Man's Sky and copy and paste Fallout and add them together. That's all Starfield is.
Bro, they had the same people working on that thing for 25 years. 25 that's almost years. Old as me.
I think that's a very miss concept too about gaming. I don't think people really realize how long it takes to develop and put in games because just like Star Citizen, good game. Star Citizen gets so much hate from the community, which is another space game for anybody listening that don't know. It's only been in development for 10 years, but they did an early access release where people have been playing it for the past 5 years. So people are playing this game as it's being developed instead of them waiting to release it. And Star Citizen is, I don't know if it's the number one, but it's on up there with one of the most consumer paid for game that's being developed. Like all their funding comes from the people that play the game and want to buy things and donate and stuff like that to develop this game. And that game's a phenomenal game. But where I'm afraid of how that game fails is that it loses fire over time because people are playing it as it's coming out, and you're going to lose that consumer base because people are like, man, I've been playing this for 5-6 years, and they finally develop it after 20 years, and they're like, everyone's already played it, so they already know what the product is. So but anyways,
another game is Rainbow Six Siege. When Siege first came out, it flopped, but now it's got one of the biggest communities in multiplayer that there is.
Yeah,
when it first came out,
that was one of my first I feel like addictive games that I played as far as grinding and wanting to rank up and do that. It was Siege, then it went to PUBG, then it went to all these the battle royale games that are out now. But anyways, game of the year, what do you got?
Man, and that's an actually even harder question.
That is a tough one. And the only reason I kind of don't want to say Spider-Man is because it came out so late. Like it's not gonna get a lot of.
But Sony does that, and Sony usually it gets a nod all the time because God of War Ragnarok did the exact same thing last year.
But that wasn't game of the year.
No, but it was a nominee. It was a nominee, right?
Spider-Man's gonna be a nominee for sure, but I think something that's
There's only 6 titles, bro. We had some bangers this year.
It's gonna be Zelda. It's gonna be Final Fantasy. It's gonna be Spider-Man. It's gonna be Hogwarts. It's gonna be Star Wars, and there's one more. What am I missing?
What'd y'all think about Hogwarts anyway, bro? I never.
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is gonna win. That's gonna win.
What the hell is that?
4. Mario Wonder.
No, don't win.
They. But I'm saying, I don't understand how they're going to get together a list of 6 when there's all these games out, man, that have just
Baldur's Gate 1
phenomenal.
What the hell?
And that's what everybody's saying.
So Baldur's Gate is
something I can't get down with.
I need to play it more. I like it.
Top view of where you have like 5 characters. It's an RPG, and you're leveling them all
turn-based
up.
Have you ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons or
That's literally
basically Dungeons and Dragons in a game.
Yeah, that's what literally what
it is. It is a phenomenal game.
It's huge. The community is so huge for it.
I've never been into those.
And it comes to, I think it's on console now.
I wasn't either.
But what has it done for gaming? That's what I always have to like when you talk about a game of the year. Elden Ring won game of the year last year. Elden Ring transcends gaming because of the level of toughness and the reward that you felt for actually beating bosses. Like that exhilaration that you got when you beat old buddy, or you know what I'm saying, you didn't got your butt whooped 18 times, and then on that 19th time
I remember
got him.
I remember y'all's chats, man. I wasn't in the game.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to get through it.
It felt so good, and that's why I think Elden Ring won. And they came out in February, and they were multi-platform. Versus God of War. God of War's story was unmatched. Like that Ragnarok story was unmatched. And a coming of age of father and son, and man, boy, that was good. But bruh, Spider-Man, y'all, I'm having so much fun playing Spider-Man right now. It's dope. But I don't know. Like for me, My game of the year is Hogwarts.
Okay.
Just because
there we go.
It's emotional.
A great game.
It's an emotional attachment that I have to Hogwarts. That's why I give it
the nostalgia from it.
Right.
Yes, bro. Oh my gosh.
And it
lived up to the hype.
Gaming.
Dude,
because
But you got to think.
Movement is everything.
You got to think of, just like you said, your emotional attachment to Hogwarts. A lot of people didn't even buy the game because they don't like Harry Potter. So it's going to be, I don't think that's, I think it was a phenomenal game, but I don't think it's going to be great.
Bro.
You ain't even finished it.
Well, I'm like one mission away, but I think it was a great game.
Well, but the same could be said for Star Wars.
Of the Hogwarts?
Yeah, I think Star Wars is going to be another underrated game because a lot of people don't like Star Wars, but it was a great game, but not a lot of people.
What's yours, G? What's your number one?
Baldur's Gate, 100%. 100%.
See, he ain't even finished Baldur's Gate.
Bro, and that's I'm at 140 hours, and I just got to Act 3.
So
and there's so many different ways you can finish that game. Like you can put 700 hours in that game and still not do everything.
I can't justify to the other two, Spider-Man and to God of War, because I haven't played them. I've watched them and they look like phenomenal games. But I have played Baldur's Gate. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a very different. I never thought I would be in that style kind of gaming, but I need to play more of it. With that being said, Hogwarts. I've already been talking about, bro.
You put some breath on that,
bro. I'm telling you, when I tell y'all, I have not finished a game.
He was a Slytherin.
You know, I call anybody out quick. Why you drag that H like that?
When I tell, and I've already been talking about this before we got to this point. I don't finish games. I don't finish them. It's hard for me to stay in the story mode game. That's the first game I have played from start to finish and beat. Now I didn't 100% it like Dubs over there, but when I finished the storyline, I'm like the final boss, and when you're fighting, it's just like,
I watched you.
Holy,
I watched.
Like, dang, dude,
you struggled a couple times with some of them spells, but it's all right.
Hold up now. Now, Master Wizard over here. Look, Harry Potter ain't got nothing on me.
It's dope, man.
That game for me was, and I think it's a lot to do like with what Dubs was saying, the nostalgia, growing up, watching the Harry Potter movies, even though it really had nothing to do with Harry Potter, but actually fulfilling your fantasy of becoming a wizard and you getting to choose. Getting to choose if you wanted to be good or evil, and the houses and the different storylines. I still need to go back and play. I want to be Hufflepuff so I can go do the Azkaban storyline. I want to try that. Did you beat all of them, Dubs?
Every single one.
Oh, you did.
Sir.
Dang.
Yes, sir.
So you 100%.
Yeah. That's super platinum.
But man, that game for me was. It's my game of my year.
To be honest with you, though, like if I'm not being biased, I think Zelda's gonna win Game of the Year.
See, I didn't play this Zelda.
Zelda was crazy.
That's a huge game too.
Zelda is crazy. Final Fantasy is amazing. Like
I love Final Fantasy.
Go ahead.
I love all Square Enix.
Yeah.
I love all Square Enix games, but I don't think Final Fantasy is gonna win because it's another like kind of.
But do you think it'll be nominated?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be nominated. I think it'll be in the nominees.
I just think it's gonna be hard to get 6, and I am. This will be the most anticipated Game Awards nominees show that I've ever watched, just because this year alone I think has been phenomenal for gaming. This since our next gen escapades in 2020, this is the year that gaming really has taken off, and they've delivered some top tier games. I don't think Starfield is going to make the nomination.
I don't think Starfield's going to be there either. Even though I hear a lot of great things about it, it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. And then for it to only be Xbox and PC, you're cutting out. I'm very it has to be on all 3 consoles for it to even be.
Now is Spider-Man 2? Is it co-op multiplayer? It's not.
Nope. But see, here's the thing, though, Val. And I've become this type of person ever since God of War 2018. Sony, I don't know how they do it. I don't know what they do, and I don't know what they demand. Sony does the most phenomenal job when it comes to first-party exclusive titles that they don't need to be on multi-platforms. They just deliver a solid game every time. I have not played a Sony exclusive game that has been bad ever.
Same.
Not ever. Like it is like Spider-Man. First of all, the reason I know Spider-Man will be on the nomination list is because Spider-Man is one of a kind. You got the comic fans, you got the movie fans, and then you got the original Spider-Man gamers that come out of the woodworks for this game. And now you adding Miles Morales to it and Venom, bruh. It is legit.
Do you think the exclusive games are going to come to an end with Xbox and Microsoft buying out Bethesda and Call of Duties and all that? No?
I think with Starfield flopping how it did, Bethesda's going to be like, you know what? Let's go back over to PlayStation where we were getting money at.
The deal is for 10 years though, so I really don't think so because I think both CEOs are petty, and even though Phil Spencer says, "Oh, it's all love," no. At the end of the day, if it was all love, he would have let the ABK deal just go away. But nah, he owns Activision. He owns all of Call of Duty now. He owns all of Bethesda. Bethesda has already come out and said the new Elder Scrolls 6 will be exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Oh my god!
Yes,
I got PC.
Xbox coming on top, baby. Let's go.
Xbox still ain't coming on top.
Even though I'm PC now, though,
we can have a whole nother discussion about that. Because and now all the PlayStation fans want to be all upset and angry. When Xbox fans
dealing with
forever had to deal with this whole animosity.
That's because PlayStation is the better console and deserves a better game.
All right, we in the last minute. Let's go ahead.
Let me get my timer ready. Hold on.
Because hey, we gotta finish this. We gotta wrap this up, man. Again. Smash that like button if you ain't done so, man. We about to hit y'all up with the last minute. This is the fun stuff right here. This is fun stuff. We're gonna put the timer on the screen. Know when y'all
ready.
G, you gotta ask the question.
Lou
G gotta ask the question.
Okay, we getting it ready
in a minute.
All right, y'all ready?
Lou dubs me.
This ain't gonna work out. I don't even like the way that this started.
All right. Have you ever had extra change in your car and lied to a homeless person and said that you didn't have anything?
Yes, I have. I have done that, and I did feel bad. And there's been times where I didn't feel bad because I feel like, bro, you got to work for something. Like, we can get into that later, but yes, I have.
Go Dubs.
Hey, bro, listen, bro. Sometimes they just can't get my change, bro. I'm in the middle of the highway. They on the corner. It takes too much for me to get my change out of that thing to get to them. I feel bad, but not bad enough to get them to change out of the change person. I'm just being real, man.
I don't feel bad at all now. I look. I don't. I got 2 kids. I've worked my butt off for what I got, and I do.
You know he's not gonna finish in time.
Fall into hard times, but no, man, it's hard. G, what you got?
Oh, yes, I lied.
Get him out of here. Hey, bro, that chunk is hard, man.
Yeah, it's really hard when y'all don't leave me no time, bro. When y'all leave me 3 seconds,
I don't know why.